What's up guys, welcome back to the Decent Garage. So in today's video we got to get working on Lieutenant Dan a little bit more. We have a ton to do in this video. So first of all, let me show you something I did off camera. Gave the transmission and transfer case a little paint job. Still have to paint the shifters and touch up some of the black. The beauty of using this Rust-Oleum tractor paint is it's so easy to touch up. I splattered a little bit of green paint or other paint on the black paint and I'm just going to touch it up. It's super easy, which is nice. But here's what we're going to do in today's video. I've got the tub sitting up on the side now, so we need to wire wheel and wire brush the whole underside, and then we're going to treat any rust we want to and then paint the underside, so that's all taken care of. And then all the body mount bolts, I had to cut them off. This system's not done very well. I don't like how it's engineered. So we're gonna re-engineer how the body mounts work. I have a whole new body mount bushing kit that I ordered. So we're gonna make this really nice, get this all taken care of. Tons of work to get done on this thing today. I'm excited for how much it's progressing, so let's get working on it. Alright, so I got the tub all wire wheeled off. Now I'm going to experiment a little bit with replacing some of these body mount locations. As soon as I figure something out, I'll show you guys what I'm doing, because I don't really know yet, but I'll show you when I figure it out. Alright guys, let me show you where I'm at here on the Lieutenant Dan tub. So, let me show you. Here's an old one. All the body mounts I showed you guys were they weren't in great shape. And so I've replaced a few already. What I did, this is 2-inch square tubing that I just cut in half, welded a nut to a washer and welded that onto the pipe. I put the drain holes back in where they were. Let's see. This is the one that was right here. So there's the original one and there's mine. So hoping that should work just fine. So I've got 1, 2, 3 replaced. I replaced one when we did the rear quarter panel. So I've got 6 more to go. I've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's somewhat of a tedious process because I want to get the nut placed exactly where it's supposed to be. So it's not like I can just go cut them all out, build the new piece, and then put them all back in. I do one at a time to make sure I get the nut exactly where it was supposed to be. So let's finish up replacing all these mounts. Once we finish those, we'll have 2 little spots we need to patch here, and same thing on the other side. Then we'll be ready to do the core seal and paint the bottom, and it'll be ready to go. So let's keep going. Alright guys, I've got them all, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, except for this one I haven't done yet, I'll tell you why in a minute, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This is the last one I did and I ran out of shielding gas while I was doing it, so the welds are just nasty. But I'm going to do this one next at the same time I do this one, but I'm also out of cutting wheels, so I don't have a cutting wheel deep enough to get in here. So I'll be getting more cutting wheels tomorrow. I'll be filling up my shielding gas tomorrow. So as soon as we get that, we'll finish those spots and then we'll be ready to paint the underside of this. Alright guys, we got the welding gas filled back up. So let's get grinding these welds down, cleaning things up, and see where that takes us. Alright guys, another day here. Look at what the weather has brought. Yeah, it's snowing. Not too excited about it, but it's cold, but it's nice. I have the garage door open, just working on the tub of Lieutenant Dan. Alright guys, we're on to the next step. All the patch panels are in and welded in. The welds are all ground down and cleaned up. It looks really good. So now we're on to the part where I've been waiting for. I feel like I've been stalled out on this process so long because I've just been welding stuff so much on this. But we're going to start using the FUSIBLE on the rusty parts here, and then the tractor paint on the bottom here. So let's start getting it done, start getting the rust converted, and this will be a huge step in the right direction. Alright guys, we have our coat of FUSIBLE. I did 2 coats in some places, and it worked really well on the bottom of this tub. Converted everything really well. So now it's been drying overnight for about 24 hours now, so we're going to put the paint down. So for the paint on the bottom of this, let me show you what I'm going to do. So when we painted the frame, we used this gloss black Rust-Oleum. It actually turned out better than I thought it would, but you guys may remember that I didn't want the gloss black, but I couldn't find anything matte or low gloss, so I just did it. But since then, I found in the quart containers low gloss. So I've actually tried this on the chassis, on the bumper, and I really like the look of it. Now I'm not going to do the whole underside of the tub in low gloss because a lot of it you're never going to see, so I don't care if it's glossy. So most of the tub I'm going to use the gloss because I've got a whole gallon of it. But I think for the inner fenders and the firewall and places that you can see really easily, I'm going to make it low gloss or matte because that's what I want it to look like when you look at it. But for most of the spots under the tub where you're never going to see it, I'm okay with it being glossy. So let's get a coat of this on here. We'll let it dry overnight, get one more coat on here, and then we will be ready to, I hope, put the tub back on the chassis. So let's get to it. Alright guys, tons of work went into this, but I'm glad we did it this way. The tub is finally done. We got all 10 body mount locations replaced. Look at that right there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. It's not perfect, but again, I told you guys at the beginning of this project, we're not going for perfect. I want to get this thing back on the road. I want it to be nice, not a showroom vehicle, but have it be functional. So we're going to get this back. Next video, we got to get everything ready to get this back on the tub. We got to put the gas tank on, the shocks on, the fuel lines, all that stuff. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this build. Like this video if you haven't yet, and we'll see you guys in the next video.